narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tado jayamudirayet nashtaprayeshu bhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavatir shloke bhaktir bhavati naistiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. So we welcome all of you once again. Sorry, actually yesterday and today also power is not there here in our temple. So some arrangements has to be made so that we can have this class. So last time we were seeing in this 18th chapter, Lord Krishna was talking to Arjuna about different ways of working, and in three modes of material nature he was saying that how different things are in different modes of material nature, like endeavors and determination, action, like these different things were explained, how they are in different modes. And then at the end we were talking about purification through prescribed duties. That means varnashrama. So now we are talking about purification by karma yoga, that what we discussed in last time. And now we are going to see what is the Brahman platform and purification to Jnana yoga. Like in the beginning of the session, we had shown that PPT. I'll again share with you. So last time we saw till here, there are four orders and varnashrama and their qualities. And we have elaborate discussion about this during question answer session. That how one's varna and ashrama are according to their guna and karma, not according to birth. So this we were seeing. And then importance to sticking to one's prescribed duty. And the last discussion was that doing one's prescribed duty imperfectly is better than doing somebody else's duty perfectly. Why Krishna said like that? Because Arjun wanted to renounce himself. Arjun wanted to renounce and he wanted to do the duty of a Brahmana. But Krishna told, if you want to do the duty of Brahmana, and Brahmana's duty is to beg, he goes for begging from the people. And suppose, for example, if you go for begging and if somebody does not give alms, immediately you will take out your sword and start fighting. Because your nature is to rule the people. Your nature is to Kshatriya nature. So you cannot hide that nature. That is your nature and you cannot hide that. And if somebody tells you something, you will immediately come back to your nature. So our varna and ashram depends upon our nature. Our varna and ashram, they depend upon our nature, our psychophysical nature. That is what we saw last time. So according to our psychophysical nature, we should choose where we'll be situated properly and do duties accordingly. So then this Jnana Yoga is explained. Now we'll start from today. So the Brahman platform, the confidential knowledge. So first Krishna spoke about Tyaga. Tyaga means doing duty, not renouncing a duty, but renouncing the fruits of action. And here, the first type of sannyasi gives us the doership mentality. See, we have to do the activities, but we have to give up the doership mentality. That I am the doer. That we should give. And that is why in between the 18th chapter, you must have observed during 13, 14, 15 shloka, the 5 causes of any activity is given. That how there are 5 different causes, 5 different people or 5 different aspects are there for anything to be complete, or any endeavor to come to a success. So here Krishna is telling that When that sannyasi perfects his sadhana over time, then he gives up the work completely. So who can give up the work? One who has perfected his sadhana. Sadhana means is engaging that work in the Krishna service. Then he can give the work completely, and then he can become yoga rudha. That is perfect stage of sannyasa. Asakta buddhi sarvatra jitatma vikata spriha. What he does? One whose intelligence is detached from material objects, asakta buddhi. His intelligence is detached from the material objects and his mind is controlled, jitatma. His mind is controlled. And one who is without material desires, only he can give up the work. If we have material desires, if we have attachment to material objects, and if our mind is not controlled, so it is best for us to perform our work and offer the fruits to Krishna. So by that, we can also come to a Brahman stage. And gradually then, we engage ourselves totally in the service of Krishna. Now, what is this Brahman stage? Brahman stage means he has controlled his mind by determination. He gives up sense objects. He is free from attachment and repulsion. He eats very little, living in secluded place. All these things are given in a Brahma Bhuta stage. So they have to practice. And now just imagine why Krishna is telling all these things. Because Krishna wants to tell how difficult it is to attain Krishna by Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga. Now you also must be feeling, when can we come to such stage where we can control our mind, we can control our senses, where we don't have any material desires, and taking shelter only of Krishna, observing, meditating upon Krishna, where can we come? So yes, it is difficult. And for us, it is all the more difficult for Kali Yuga people. So just wait. Krishna will tell very wonderful process. This we are seeing about Jnana Yoga and Karma Yoga. Now Bhakti Yoga is remaining, which is recommended for us and which is the best yoga to perform in this yoga. So in a 54th platform, 54th shloka, Krishna tells, Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma no sochati na kankshati sama sarveshu bhuteshu mad bhakti labate param. Here is the shloka. Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma na sochati na kankshati sama sarveshu bhuteshu mad bhakti labate param. So who can attain the bhakti of the Lord? One who thus situates at once in the Brahman platform becomes very joyful. He never laments or desires anything. He is equally disposed towards every living entity. In that stage, he attends pure devotional service to me. So one who goes to Brahman platform, he can attain the Lord's bhakti. Now, to go to Brahman platform, there are different ways. Either by Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga or Bhakti Yoga. So now, let us see what Krishna tells, that who can reach to Brahman platform very easily. Bhaktya mam abhijanati yavan yachasmi tattvataha tato mam tatoto jnatva vishate tat anantaram. So what Krishna is telling, that one can understand me as I am, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, only by devotional service. So now Krishna told so many things, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, this Yoga, that Yoga, and ultimately what Krishna is telling, Bhaktya Mam Abhijanati, that all of you can come to this Brahman platform and whatever I told, Yoga Ruda, Yoga Mumuksha, and you can come to goodness and perform bhakti, and you can come to Brahman platform by what? Bhaktya Mam Abhijanati. Very simple process is given. That by devotional service, you can achieve all these platforms very easily. And only by bhakti, one can know me as I am. See, in Srimad Bhagavatam, one verse comes. Vadanti tat tattva vidas Tattvam Jnanam Avyayam Brahmeti Paramatmeti Bhagwaniti Shabdate. So what is the meaning of this verse? That the absolute truth, the Supreme Lord, can be understood or can be perceived in three different levels. First is Brahma Jyoti. So that is very primary level. Brahma Jyoti means everything is light. Many people they say na Nirakar, Nirankar. So that is very primary level of understanding of Krishna or the absolute truth. Then the better understanding from that is Paramatma feature. Okay, Lord is everywhere and He is in everyone's heart. That is Paramatma. And the highest level of realization of the Supreme Lord is Bhagwan. Brahmeti Paramatmeti Bhagwaniti Shabdate. So Bhagwan is the highest level of realization. And that can be achieved only by bhakti. What is told here in 55th verse, Krishna is telling, Bhaktya mam abhijanati yavan yachashmi tattvata. Yachashmi tattvata means as it is. One can know me. Now who is speaking? Krishna is speaking. Who is Krishna? Krishna's person. And Krishna is telling that one can know me as I am only by bhakti. And vishate tat anantaram. What will happen to him? He can enter the spiritual world, the kingdom of God. So all of us, we want to go back to Godhead. And we can do that by performing bhakti. Visheta tat anantaram param. So then what is pure bhakti? Does it mean that to practice bhakti, we have to first practice jnana and karma? Because sometimes it may be understood, okay, if I want to perform bhakti, then I have to do karma yoga, jnana yoga, and then bhakti yoga. That yoga ladder we saw in the third and fourth chapter, it comes, yoga ladder. So, Krishna tells, no, that is not required. You need not to do any other yoga to come to bhakti yoga. Because bhakti yoga is in itself perfect. It does not need anybody else's help. So, in 56th verse, it tells, Sarva karmani api sada kavano mad vyapashrayah mad prasadat avapnoti shashvatam padamavyayam. So what is told here, that my pure devotee, although doing all kinds of activities, always under my protection. What Krishna is telling, that even if my devotee, he does not give up, he does not take sannyas or he does not give up activities, but because he is doing these activities for my pleasure, so he is always under my protection. And by my mercy, what is told? Kurvano mad vyapashraya, means he is under my protection, and mad prasadat avapnoti. Mad prasadat avapnoti means by my mercy he reaches. Where he reaches? Shashvatam padam avyayam. Where he goes? Shashvatam padam. Means the eternal abode. He reaches eternal abode by mad prasadat, by the mercy of Krishna. So the very wonderful example is given by one of our teachers. Like for example, there is a Luna or a moped bike, and there is Mercedes Benz, and in between there is one Wagoner or Maruti 800. Luna, Maruti 800 and Mercedes Benz. And if we do the race of all three of them, then who will win? Naturally, the Benz is going to win, isn't it? Because Benz has that capacity. How much ever Luna may press the accelerator, nothing will happen. How much ever the Luna may press the accelerator, Luna cannot win over the Mercedes or even Maruti 800. But Luna can win if a helicopter picks up that Luna and puts it beyond the finishing line. Then Luna can win. So our position is also like that Luna or that moped bike. And picking up by helicopter is like the mercy of Krishna. Depending upon the mercy of Krishna, we can cross over this material world and reach the Shashvat Padam Avyayam. That is what Krishna is promising here in the 56th verse. He himself is speaking all these verses. Just imagine, he is promising. He is not. He never gives false promise. So Krishna tells in 57th verse. So work in Krishna consciousness. Chetasa sarva karmani may sannyasa matparaha buddhi yogan upashritya machitta satatam bhava. So what is told in 57th verse? Offer all your activities unto me and just depend on my protection, making me the goal of your life. So what we should do? We should make Krishna as the goal of our life. If only goal is clear, then we can reach the destination. It is said that if goal goes hazy, then our path becomes crazy, or one becomes crazy. If goal becomes hazy, then one's become crazy. Why it is so? Because if goal is not only clear, then where will we go? We cannot go anywhere. So Krishna is telling that offer your activity to me. Whatever activities you are doing, do those activities for me. Me means Krishna, and just depend upon the protection of Krishna. See, Krishna is a very amazing protector. Once one surrenders to Krishna or Lord Ramchandra or any other form of Lord Vishnu, then his protection is guaranteed. In Mahabharata, we see Arjuna was protected in so many incidences, so many times, in a very wonderful way. There are many incidences, like Jayadratha's incident. Arjuna took a vow that tomorrow, before sunset, I'll kill Jayadratha. And if I am not able to do so, then I will take I will enter into fire. And then Arjuna slept, but Krishna was in tension. Hare, Arjuna took this vow, now how he will be able to complete this vow? So devotees are not in tension. Who is in tension? Krishna is in tension. How to save my devotee now? And he made so much arrangement, and still Arjuna could not reach Jayadratha till the end. Then finally Arjuna took out his Sudarshana and covered the sun, and then Jayadratha came in front. And then Krishna removed that Sudarshan and then told Arjuna, here is the sun, here is the Jayadratha. Take out your bow and shoot him. So this is what Krishna does for his devotees. And for that purpose, Krishna is even condemned that Krishna is theater number one and this and that. Krishna does not mind that. Krishna does not mind for his own name. What he minds is protecting his devotee. For the first and foremost duty or first and foremost work, what Krishna does is to protect his devotees. And for that purpose, even if his name goes in vain, no problem. He does not care for that. Now, what do you mean? Here Krishna is saying that you work under my, you offer your activities unto me and work according to me. So how to do that? How we can understand is by following the directions of Krishna given in Bhagavad Gītā, and also following the directions of faithful servants. Like those who are faithful servants of Krishna, they know what are the instructions of Krishna, and if you follow them, then it is like following Krishna. So here you can see the first photograph which is given. Arjuna is killing Jayadratha and his head is flying towards the mountain. So if we become, what is the result? If we act in Krishna consciousness, then what will happen? So in the first part of 50th sloka it comes, Machitta sara durgani mat prasada traishati. If you become conscious of me, you will cross over all the obstacles in the life by my grace. So these are the big obstacles in the life of Arjuna to kill the Jayadratha. And he could achieve that by the mercy of Krishna. Arjuna could kill Jayadratha by the mercy of Krishna only. So this will happen. We can cross over all the obstacles, perform duty for the pleasure of Krishna. But if you don't do that, then what will happen? In 58th, 59th and 60th sloka, it is told that Atha cheta tam ahankaran na shroyasati vinangshati. So what will happen? But if you do not hear me and act out of pride and false ego, you will perish. What Krishna is saying, that if you do duties on your own and you are too much proud and do duties because of your false ego, then what will happen? You will perish. So this is what happens if one follows Krishna and does not follow Krishna. And in 59th and 60th shloka, Krishna tells that why people don't follow Krishna, because they have false identity and ahankar, and they have illusion. They think that they can achieve things on their own. So that is why they don't follow Krishna. And then in a 61st to 63rd shloka, Krishna is telling that surrendering to super soul is more confidential knowledge. And how super soul, how Krishna is a super soul, and how he directs everybody's activities. In a 58th, 57th shloka, he told that follow my directions. So how we will get those directions and what directions are given by the Lord, that comes in 61st, 62nd and 63rd verse. Ishvara sarvabhutanam vriddeshe arjuna tishtati brahmayan sarvabhutani yantarudani maya. So what is told here, that Ishvara sarvabhutanam, Krishna is the Ishvara sarvabhutanam vriddeshe arjuna tishtati, that he is sitting in everybody's heart as Paramatma. Just before this discussion, I told that Supreme Lord is understood in three levels: Brahma Jyoti, Paramatma, and Bhagwan. So Krishna himself is a Paramatma. So he is situated in everybody's heart as Paramatma. And what he does by sitting there, Brahman Sarva Bhutani, he directs everybody's Brahman. We all are sitting in this body. This body is like a machine, or this body is like a car. Yantra Rudhani. This is like yantra or machine. And we are Aruda, means we are sitting on that machine. And our wanderings or our Brahman in this life and beyond are directed by the super soul within our heart. And because Lord sanctions our desires and provides the facilities to fulfill those desires, therefore we should take shelter of him. For doing any activity, there are always three causes. Three things are required. First is we desire. As a living entity, we desire to do something. And then Lord sanctions it and Prakriti provides it. Like for example, I want to eat gulab jamun. So, if it is in my karma, Lord will sanction. Okay, sanctioned. And then Prakriti will provide the ingredients of gulab jamun and we can eat. So this is how it goes. So that is why we should surrender to Super Soul within. Tam eva sharanam gacha sarva bhavena bharata tat prasadat param shantim sthanam prapashyati satvata. If we do that, then we will be peaceful. That is what is the verdict of Krishna. And then after telling all these things, so many paths, karma yoga, jnana yoga, bhakti yoga, or surrendering to super soul, so many things are told to Arjuna. And at the end, Krishna tells now, iti te jnanam akhyatam guhyat guhyataram maya vishrimanti asheshana yatha ichasi tata kuru. Now I have told so many ways. Now you do whatever suits to you. You do whatever suits to you. Now, after hearing so many paths, so many ways, we are also confused. Similarly, Arjuna was also confused. What is this? Krishna told so many ways. Finally, what I should do? So in 64th shloka, Krishna understood that Arjuna is still in dilemma, as we are in dilemma. So then in 64th shloka, Krishna again tells, again hear my supreme instruction of Arjuna, which I have already told you in 9th chapter, 34th verse. Arjuna, again hear the instruction which I already gave you, and which is the topmost, that is the most confidential knowledge. Guhyatama, guhyatara. So that is the most confidential knowledge, which I am again going to tell you. Sarva guhya tamam bhuya Shrunu me paramam vachan. Now hear, O Arjuna, paramam vachan, the best instruction which I am going to give you. So then these next two shlokas, 65th and 66th shlokas of Bhagavad Gita, they are the Sāram of Gita. All of you are attending this course, Gita Sāram. And all of you want to know what is the Sāram of Gita. So that is going to come now. So this is a climax. The 65th and 66th shloka. I hope all of you are ready. What are these shlokas? And what are the supreme instruction? Sarva guhyatamam bhuya shrunu me paramam vacha. So Krishna tells. This is the essence of Bhagavad Gita. This is Sāram of Bhagavad Gita. 65th and 66th shloka. Devotion to Krishna alone. Manmana bhava mad bhakta. All of you can repeat this after me. Manmana bhava mad bhakta. Madhyaji mam namaskuru. Mam eva shashi satyam te. Prati jane priyosi me. So what Krishna is saying to Arjuna? Arjuna was still thinking that there are any other dharmic duties and everything also which has to be followed. What should be done about them? Like that Arjuna was feeling. So then what Krishna is telling? Don't worry. What you should do? Man mana bhava mad bhakto. Always think of me. Man mana bhava mad bhakto. Always think of Krishna. Mad bhakto. Man mana means always think of Krishna. Mad bhakto means become devotee of Krishna. Now what do you mean by man mana? Man mana means we have to concentrate our mind on Krishna. The original form of Krishna, who is blue boy, holding a flute in his hand, who is Tribhanga Lalita, standing in the threefold bending form. So think of him. So whenever we are doing duties, think that I am doing this for Krishna, that beautiful blue boy who is holding the flute in his hand and pick of feather on his head. Mad Bhakta. Mad Bhakta means become a devotee of Krishna. So what do you mean by becoming devotee of Krishna? He tells that we should engage our senses in the service of Krishna. That is the meaning of becoming devotee of Krishna. Rishikena, Rishikeshasya Sevanam, Bhakti Ruchate. Rishikena means, Rishika means senses. Rishikena, Rishikeshasya Sevanam. Rishikesha means the master of senses. So we should engage our senses in the service of master of senses. So that is the perfection of the senses, and that is what is devotional service. That is the meaning of becoming devotee of Krishna. Madhyajimam. Madhyaji means offer worship to Krishna. What do you mean by offering worship to Krishna? Offer flowers to Krishna, offer lamp to Krishna, offer garlands, ornaments, gandha, naivedyam, chamara. All these things are the paraphernalia required for the worship. And even if you don't have many things, don't worry. Krishna is happy with patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhaktya prayashati. What Krishna told, whatever is your situation, whatever is your situation, whatever is your ability, accordingly you offer things to me. Patram pushpam phalam toyam. Patram means leaf, pushpam means flower, toyam means water, patram pushpam phalam means fruit, and toyam. So offer me leaves, fruit, flower and water, but with devotion, and I will accept that. So that is the meaning of Madhyajin, means offering worship to Krishna. And Mam Namaskuru. Mam Namaskuru means offer your obeisances unto me. Offer your obeisances unto me means Namaskar. Whenever we see the deity of the Lord, we should offer obeisances to the Lord. So then what will happen? Mam eva shashi satyam te. That I am telling you, if you do this, then you can attain me. And satyam te, Krishna saying that I am taking an oath that I will give myself to you. What is the best thing we can get in this world except from Krishna? When we perform the devotional service of Krishna, Krishna gives himself to us. That is what is Krishna. See, Arjun, Hanumanji, Gopis, all these devotees, their only object is to serve Krishna. And what Krishna did? Krishna, Lord Ramchandra, gave himself to them. Like when Hanumanji, he found Mother Sita and came back and gave information to Ramchandra. What Ramchandra said? Thank you very much, Hanumanji, for this service. But unfortunately, I don't have anything to give to you. Only thing I have is my loving embrace. So please accept this. And saying like this, what happened? Such devotee is very, very dear to me, one who does this. And then the most confidential thing, surrender to Krishna. This is the conclusion of Bhagavad Gita. This is the conclusion of Bhagavad Gita. So please recite this verse also after me. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshishami ma suchaha. So what is given in this shloka? That now so many dharmas are given in this world. Pitru dharma, Matru dharma, or Desha dharma, or many religions. Many religions are there. Many so-called duties are there. So what Krishna is telling? Sarva dharman parityaja. Give up all kinds of religion. And Mamekam sharanam vraja. Just surrender unto me. Then what will happen? Aham tvam sarva papebhyo. I will clear all you have seen. Moksha shami mahasucha. Don't worry. Mahasucha means don't worry. I will give you liberation. I will take you back to my Godhead, back to my kingdom. Mamekam sharanam vraja. Just take shelter of me. This is the final conclusion of Bhagavad Gita. What are all religions are given? Varna, Shrama, Sannyasa, Tyaga, sense control, meditation. So many things are given. Krishna is telling, give up everything. Just surrender to me. Just do what I am telling. And by that, what will happen? Mamekam sharanam vraja. By that way, you will take shelter of me alone and I will protect you. Don't worry. Like in 7th chapter, in 20th shloka, it came that and because of that, somebody may think that how is it possible for men whose hearts are contaminated by unlimited sins to perform pure devotional service? But Krishna tells, and in that shloka, in 7th chapter, 28th shloka, it came that one has to get cleared of all the sins and then only he can do bhakti. But here Krishna is reconfirming. Okay, I told you that time, but because of that, you should not think that you have to take up to some other process to clear up your sins and then you can come to bhakti. No, Krishna is saying that Sarva dharman parityaja mamekam sharanam vraja. You directly start doing bhakti. Aham tvam sarva papebhyo. I'll take care of all your sins. Moksha shami mahasucha. I'll give you liberation. Don't worry. Who can give such promise other than Krishna? And now we are proceeding to the closure of Bhagavad Gita, which tells about the Falashruti of Bhagavad Gita. Falashruti means what is the glory of learning and teaching Bhagavad Gita. So all of you are learning on this Bhagavad Gita for last 20 days in fact. So what is the glory? What all benefits all of you have got? Let us see that. So these teachings of Gita are not... so in 68 and 69 shloka it comes, the benefit of teaching Bhagavad Gita. What are they? One who explains this supreme secret of Bhagavad Gita to my devotees, what he will attain? He attains a pure devotion service to Krishna. What is given? One who gives this knowledge to others. Bhakti mai param kritva. What he will achieve? He will achieve the devotion to Krishna. Just by giving this knowledge and accepting this knowledge is like doing bhakti of Krishna. And when we are hearing Bhagavad Gita, what we are doing? We are worshipping Krishna with our intelligence. That is as Krishna told, na, engage your all senses in my service. So how engage our intelligence in Krishna's service? By hearing about him, by hearing the teachings given by him. So what we were doing since last 20 days, we were worshipping Krishna by our intelligence. And then Mamevashasi Ashramasya, that 68th shloka, last line, Krishna is telling that he will come back to me without doubt. So much assurances Krishna is giving that if you learn Gita, if you give Bhagavad Gita to others, teach this Bhagavad Gita to others and perform my devotional service, you will come back to me. Don't worry. And the 69th shloka, the last one, which is here on the screen, Nacha tasmat manusheshu kashin me priya kritatmama bhavita nacha me tasmat anyaha priyataro bhuvi. Or Krishna is telling that one who gives this knowledge to others, he is priya kritatmaha. He pleases me a lot. Kritatmaha. He is more dear to me than anybody else in this world. So one who gives this knowledge to others, he is most dear to Krishna. And benefits of studying Bhagavad Gita, what all the benefits we get? This is a sacred conversation between Krishna and Arjuna. So one who studies this sacred conversation of ours, means Krishna telling, and he is worshipping by intelligence and sacrifices his intelligence. This is given in the 70th shloka. And 71st shloka tells that what are the benefits? One who listens with faith and without envy. Shraddhavan anusuyascha shrunuyad api yo naraha. One who hears with faith and without envy, what he will do? He becomes free from sinful reaction, muktaha, and attains the auspicious planet where the pious dwell. He will go back to Godhead. Again, Krishna is giving promise here. So now, 72nd and 73rd shloka are spoken by Arjuna. What is telling? In 72nd shloka, Krishna asked to Arjuna, Kashid etal shrutum partha tvaik kagrena chetasaha kashid ajnana sammohat pranasasta dhananjaya. That means what? Krishna, 72nd shloka is spoken by Krishna to Arjuna. He is asking, O Partha, have you heard all this attentively? And is your ignorance and bewilderment now dispelled? Because in the beginning of Bhagavad Gita, we saw that Arjuna was very much bewildered. He was not able to understand what to do and what not to do. He was not able to understand what to do and what not to do. So he was bewildered. Now Krishna is asking to Arjuna, O Partha, is your ignorance gone? Have you heard everything attentively? Or should I repeat everything? So Krishna was even ready to repeat whatever he spoke to Arjuna. And then in 73rd shloka, Arjuna is telling to Krishna, Arjuna uvacha nashta moha smritir ladva tvat prasadan maya chuta sitosmi gata sandeha karishye vachanam tava. So this is what is the realization of Arjuna, and this is what should happen to us also. After hearing Bhagavad Gita, what should happen to us? Nashto moha smritir ladva. Nashto moha means all my illusions are gone, and smritir ladva, I got the intelligence. I have regained my memory now. And Tvat prasadam maya chuta. And everything happened because of your mercy, O my Lord. Sitosmi gata sandeha. Now I am firm and freed from all doubts. What Arjuna is telling to Krishna? Now I am free from all the doubts. I am ready to, and karishye vachanam tava. I am ready to follow your instruction. So this is what Arjuna is telling, that I am ready to follow your instruction. So this is what should happen to us also. After reading Bhagavad Gita, after hearing Bhagavad Gita, we should be ready to follow the instruction of Krishna. And what are the instructions of Krishna? That comes in 65th and 66th shloka of this chapter. Even if you forget anything and everything, whatever you learn, remember these two shlokas. Manmana bhava mad bhakta madhyaji mam namaskuru mameva shisi satyam te pratijane priyosi me. This is 65th shloka. In 66th shloka is Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayami ma shucha. Sarva dharman parityajya, give up all kinds of religion and just surrender to me. I'll protect you, do not fear. I'll clear off your all these things. And then Sanjaya was watching all these things. And Sanjay was telling these things to Dhritarashtra. So, in 74th to 78th shloka, these 5 shlokas are spoken by Sanjaya. What is telling? Now these are the realizations of Krishna. Sorry, Sanjay. He told that I have heard this wonderful narration and my hairs are standing on end. Adbhutam Roma Harshanam. So when I heard what Krishna is speaking to Arjuna, I am getting Roma Harshana. My hairs are standing on end. And by mercy of Vyasa, I heard this. So what he remembered? Because of Vyasadeva's mercy, Sanjaya got this vision to see the battlefield. And because of Vyasadeva, he could hear the Bhagavad Gita. So immediately he is giving the credits to his Guru. So similarly, we are also able to hear and read this Bhagavad Gita because of our spiritual masters. And especially because of Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada. Because of Srila Prabhupada, we got this Bhagavad Gita so easily available in English language, which is very familiar to all of us. So we should be very much grateful to Srila Prabhupada, by whose mercy we are getting this knowledge. And then Sanjay is telling, I am repeatedly recalling this wonderful and sacred conversation. And when I recollect this conversation, I am becoming happy and it is thrilling me. So this will happen to us also. When we repeatedly read Bhagavad Gita and repeatedly hear Bhagavad Gita and this conversation between Krishna and Arjuna, then we also get pleasure. We also get thrilled. And this is our experience and many devotees experience that when we repeatedly read and hear Bhagavad Gita, we get newer and newer understanding and newer realization. Now, some of you might have read Bhagavad Gita now during this 18 days course. Now, after again some days or after from tomorrow also you again try to read. You will understand Gita more. And Krishna, because Bhagavad Gita is non-different than Krishna. It is Bhagavad Gita, the song of the Lord. So it is as good as Krishna. And it is non-different than Krishna. So when we read it repeatedly, Krishna will reveal more and more knowledge, more and more better understanding from the same text. So in 77th shloka, Sanjay is telling to Dhritarashtra, as I remember Krishna's wonderful form, I am struck with wonder. What is that wonderful form? Tacha samsritya rupam ati adbhutam hare vismito me mahan rajan rishyami cha punha punha. So I am becoming very much struck with wonder when I remember Krishna. So this will be the perfection of reading Bhagavad Gita, that we will remember Krishna. We will see his form. And then the last verse of Bhagavad Gita, which is spoken by Sanjaya, this amazing combination. You can repeat this shlokas after me. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna Yatra Partho Dhanurdhara Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhutir Dhruvani Tirmatirmama. So what is told here? Science is telling that wherever there is a Yogeshwara, the master of all yogic siddhis, Krishna, and wherever there is a Partha, Dhanurdhara, means wherever there is a devotees, like Arjuna, who are ready to do endeavors, like all of you who are ready to do endeavors, in the service of Krishna. Krishna is there for us. Yogeshwara Krishna is there for us. And if we are ready to do endeavors like Arjuna, then what is there? Tatra Shrir Vijayo Bhutir Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama. So what Sanjay is telling? That wherever there is Krishna and wherever there is a devotee like Arjuna, like all of you, what will be there? Opulence or prosperity. There will be all opulences. There will be victory, Vijaya, and extraordinary power and morality. That is my opinion. That is what Sanjay is telling. So we would like to thank all of you to be with all of us for all these sessions. And here we are concluding our 18 days course, or in fact 20 days course on Bhagavad Gita, which is called as Gītā Sāram. So here now we want to ask, if any of you have any questions, you can ask me now. And after that, we will be taking feedbacks. So first I'll take feedbacks from you, and then we'll go for questions and answers. Because some of you may not be there for question answer session. So first I'll take feedback and then question answer session. So in feedback, you can, whoever want to give feedback, we two teachers are here. Here, Maya Narsingh Rao sir is there, who has taken some of the courses, some of the classes for you. And any other teachers are there? Hare Krishna. Vimal Prabhu, are you there? If you are there, you can just raise the hand. Then I will spotlight you. Or any other teachers, those who gave the classes. So, okay. So here, and Maya Narsingh Rao sir is there, and myself, Mahaprabhu Chaitanya Das, we are there. So whoever want to give feedback, they can raise the hand and they can start their video and I will spotlight them. So any kind of feedback. Okay, here Josna Mataji want to give feedback. I'll spotlight you and I'll also unmute you. Now you can unmute yourself.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
It's a very nice interaction with ISKCON. I heard about ISKCON and I went to the temples also many times, but I could not listen to Bhagavad Gita all these days. But somehow I'm connected these days, these 18 days, and I'm very happy. In the early morning, listen to Bhagavad Gita by knowledgeable Prabhujis from ISKCON. It's very enlightening. I'm very happy and I want to continue with the Gita Sopanam course also. Whatever course is offered, I'll be with ISKCON. And especially in this morning session, it will be convenient and we feel very fresh to listen to Bhakti speeches, Pravachanalu. So I am very thankful to ISKCON and all the Prabhujis who preached with full wholeheartedness and without bothering about the videos on or not, and the number of the audience present, the way all Prabhujis gave the pravachnas, it's really wonderful. And I'm very thankful to Lord Krishna, and I'm very thankful to all the Prabhujis. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Hare Krishna. All of us, whatever knowledge we have, this is because of the predecessors and because of the acharyas which are there, like mainly Srila Prabhupada. Thank you. So here we have Grishma Mataji. You can unmute and if possible you can start your video so that we can spotlight you if possible. Okay. My energy project, you can also unmute if you want to speak. That rights you have. Okay. Yes, Mataji. You can unmute yourself and speak out.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
By this course, I have learned lot of knowledge, Prabhuji. I'm very confident on my work, what I am doing. Thank you, Prabhuji, for providing us this nice opportunity to gain confidential knowledge. After chanting Hare Krishna mantra, my mind is very peaceful. I used to have lot of anger. I used to shout on very small things. But after chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, my mind is very peaceful and I'm getting out of illusion, pride and ignorance. My mind is very peaceful. I gain lot of knowledge. That's it, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Minor Prabhuji, you want to speak something?
Thank you so much for all of you having so much interest and faith in the process, and the way the program went on really inspired all of us, especially all our Prabhujis from the temple. They have taken a lot of efforts to conduct this program, and without your enthusiasm and interest in the subject, this program would not have become successful. And we wish and pray that all of you will continue in our future programs also as enthusiastically as you have done in this program, so that we can take advantage of the spiritual path more seriously, and we can also inspire others to come to this path. So I would like to say this, and I'm very thrilled to see so many people, in spite of having so much bad weather and other things happening in the city around, still you are able to make it to the session today. And I'm very grateful to you, all of you, for inspiring all of us, for giving this opportunity to glorify Bhagavad Gita and to inspire ourselves as well. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Anybody just want to give a feedback? They can raise their hand. Yes, Usha Mata. Here we have Vimal Prabhu also, who was also one of the teacher. Vimal Prabhu, can you start your video? Vimal Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. I'm able to hear you.
Can you start the video? Okay.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. So here Usha Mataji want to give feedback. Yes, Mataji, you can unmute now and speak out.
I would just like to express my thanks to all of you for this wonderful program. I know a lot of efforts that get into this for such kind of coordinating all this and following it up so very meticulously. I take a lot of learnings, especially, I mean, when I joined, I was with an agitated mind. Now I'm free of it. And then thanks to all of you for such a wonderful session. Couldn't have been much better, and at least the timing worked for me better. Thank you all. And ISKCON.
Thank you very much. Vimal Prabhu, you want to add something?
Okay. That's what, like, as His Grace Narasimha Mahaprabhu was telling. So, I really congratulate all the participants for the of the Gītā Sāram course. And in fact, one thing that amazed me was the enthusiasm with which, early morning, I think by 5:45 they're actually logging in, and just they're ready to hear the classes. So this shows their sincerity to actually take up to the process of the spiritual life. Which is actually going to give us eternal happiness. So in fact I'm inspired by all of the participants. I'm in fact I'm grateful to all of you for inspiring us in this regard, and I wish you all the success in spiritual life. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So here are some feedbacks in the chat. I'll read them also. So M.V. Gona Reddy ji is telling that it has been a wonderful session on Gītā Sāram, and A.K. Proj is telling that All sessions are great. And Shiva is saying, thank you, Prabhuji. Thanks for arranging such wonderful sessions on Gītā Sāram. It's nice experience. Many times thought to read Gītā, but that was not happened. Through these sessions, I have got wonderful knowledge. Thanks a lot. And then Vedaratham Ram is telling that thank you so much for wonderful sessions and the hours, Brahma Muhurta. We are very lucky to listen to wonderful lectures by the learned devotees. Yes, the Arjuna within us has asked to Krishna, Uttishta, stand up and do the works prescribed by Krishna in his consciousness. We would like to continue further with your future courses. This is from Dr. Vedaratham Ramesh. And Preeti Mataji is telling, grateful to you all, Prabhujis. I was wandering aimlessly, doing my duties and taking pride. The opulence of Krishna, how he is there, his bhakti is ultimate goal, and this is possible only because of all of you. Thank you very much. Then Aditi Mataji is telling, thanks for this noble initiative. Sridhar Ambati Prabhu is telling, thanks for efforts in this corona time during these floods and during these floods also. MV Gona Prabhu is thanking all the teachers. Again, Anuradha Mataji is thanking all the teachers. Keshav Prabhu is thanking everybody. And he also would like to join more sessions like this. My Lord, so many messages. So Teja Kondapalli Prabhu is saying, okay, there are some people, those are raising hands. Sorry, I could not see. So Lakshmi Mataji, you want to give a feedback? You can start your video, unmute yourself so that I can put you on spotlight. Lakshmi Mataji, are you able to hear me? Can you start the video or? Okay.
No, I'd like to speak as it is.
Okay, yes.
Yeah. It was a wonderful experience having listened to all this loving speeches from all the great Gurujis over here in ISKCON. It was like Krishna himself coming in all you people form and lovingly embracing all of us and engulfing all of us with his Gītā Sāram. I could see the love, the compassion in all the Prabhujis who were very sensitively guiding all the participants and clarifying all the doubts of the participants. It was indeed a very great gesture on the part of all the Prabhujis. Hello?
Yes, thank you very much, Mataji.
Yeah, I would like to thank all the Prabhujis for having imparted this kind of a great knowledge with so much of love and affection.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah,
so here, Aparna Kalyani Mataji is there. She want to speak. You can unmute Mataji and speak out. Aparna Kalyani Mataji. Okay, so here another duty. Avanti Teja, you want to speak out? Teja Prabhu, you can unmute and speak.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Dandavat Pranam.
Yes.
Actually, thank you all for your efforts and inculcating us with the spiritual knowledge. In 20 days, you have given us a very nice, it's like, a gemstone coming and striking us with some great knowledge. And now you are making us more curious to have a long session. It's like a 20-20 match is not sufficient for us. We want a test match. So you have to now plan for a bigger session so that we can all involve and learn more from you. And thanks for your guidance throughout. Our
Okay.
gratitude to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So here Avanti Mataji is there. You can unmute Mataji and speak out. If possible, you can start a video so that I can spotlight. Yes, Avanti Mataji, you can speak out. Hare Krishna. Okay. Ramya Mataji, you can speak. You can unmute yourself. Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
It's been great opportunity for being to part of the Gītā Sāram course, and also I'm very thankful that for the entire team of the Gītā Sāram course who've been organizing this and making me involving everyone and us to be part of it, and to be giving a nice lectures and clearing all of our doubts very patiently, even though it is a very silly one also, elaborating the each of us and understanding it. And I'm very thankful to it, and I'm looking forward to join the Gītā Shobhini classes. So that's it, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
You are on mute, Prabhuji.
Thank you very much. So, any of you have questions here now? For any of the teachers, like here, Vimal Prabhu is there, Maya Narsingh Rao Prabhu is there. Okay, Subhash Prabhu, you want to ask question? You can unmute yourself and ask.
Oh, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear.
I thank all the Prabhujis for enlightening us with the wonderful lectures for the last 20 days. Probably it's a very rare opportunity for me to be with you all and other devotees. I should thank my son-in-law who is also attending, Vinod Gauravji, for this opportunity. And the interactions have been quite exhaustive. We all learned several different things by way of your lectures as well as by interaction of the devotees. This is a wonderful session, very timely, and especially today's slides are very good. I think that's the way they should be. Sanskrit shloka followed by the meaning and then explanation. I think that is the way people will learn also how to read these shlokas, because you read it to read them, because it is so difficult to follow them up. So I thank all the Prabhujis. They have taken quite a good amount of strain in organizing this. I hope I will also follow the Bhagavad Gita in years to come. Thank you all.
Thank you very much. So now I hope questions are not there, because in chat also I'm seeing. Okay, when is the next Gītā Sāram classes starting? Lakshmi Mata is asking. Is the first session of Gītā? Now we are starting Gītā Subodhini for all of you, and maybe Gītā Sāram will be starting in near future after 1-2 months. So we are thinking at least quarterly once we can have like this course where many new people can join in, and then we can go ahead in subsequent courses. So for all of you, those who are attending, we are having Gītā Subodhini, and in that many more things will be there. Like you'll be getting mentors, you can ask them specific questions. We have combination of brahmacharis as well as grihasthas, those who can guide you in your daily life, because now you have learned about bhakti. So when you perform bhakti yoga, we need a guidance on a day-to-day basis also, what to do, what not to do, how to offer to the Lord, how to worship, can I do this, can I not do this. So all these things will be taught to you. You will get all of your mentors, And here I have now very wonderful announcement.